Hi, thank you for stopping on my channel. This is a Styles Pro, and I specialize in natural hair. And my number one service that I like to do is the silk press. And when doing the silk press, especially if you're coming out of those twists or braids or crochets or you're sewing, you want to start off with refreshing sea breeze rinse. Now, I would say sea breeze rinse, but it's really not a sea breeze rinse. You put the sea breeze and you allow it to trickle down the scalp. It gives a soothing, cooling sensation. It starts to remove that little white buildup that usually builds up at the knot end of the knotless and where they apply all of that paste to make the knotless look very smooth, and you get that little white ball and it helps it. And you see me massaging through you, and when you massage through after you do the sea breeze rinse, it's perfect. Now we did the shampoo and we did a steam hydration, and that's another video. But here you'll see me do a nice gentle blowout. And I love to subpart the hair in at least 8 to 9 sections so that you can have control when you blow dry. Now, when I subpart the hair in 8 or 9 sections, I put the client under the dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes, and that's to get that water off the scalp. And usually the hair is twisted, as you can see here, and that's not completely dry because I don't want it completely dry when I'm preparing to blow dry, but I want the water off the scalp because our natural coils hold some water, baby, and we want to get it off the scalp so that we can have us a nice smooth blow dry. With this, after the blow dry, I'm going to go in subsection to silk press. Now, silk pressing is the innovative way to press and curl with allowing the hair to you see how it just flows like silk? You know, you got to blow, you give it a little tension, and you pull the flat iron down the hair shaft. And it just flows like silk, and it starts to bounce, and it stays straight, and you don't have all those chemicals. And as you see, her ends, they do need to be trimmed. I will trim them, but that's another video about end trimming. It's very important to do that. But here you see me carefully silk pressing this client's hair. I love a dark brunette. You know what I mean? This is a natural is a light brunette, and I light hold. Now you're gonna go very light hold spritz, and I'm going to just really focus on the mid shaft and end to create the curl because we already silked it from the scalp to the end. And to minimize the heat exposure, we really just want to go from the mid shaft to the end to create the curl. I enjoy curling with flat irons. I don't know about anybody else, but it's just much faster than them click things that they call curlers. Now I will use some curlers now, but I just enjoy curling with flat irons. Look at these beautiful curls that are being created. I just love it. And like I said, we're trying to minimize the heat exposure, so we're going to go from mid shaft, start the curl as soon as the flat irons hit the mid shaft, and roll it. And there you have it. You see this beautiful shine? You see this beautiful shine, those curls? Now I want to put this in slow motion like I did, just so you can see how this hair, you saw where we started from. It was dry, it was coming out of the braids. It's been up for a while. We gave it a nice trim, and we curled it and did these Styles Pro curls, and look at this beautiful body. She's gonna go home and wrap this, and she may not have the curls tomorrow, but she will have the body. I guarantee that. Oh my God, it just bounces and flows like silk. Most people say I do my silk press like the Egyptians or the Dominicans do, they blow out. And I do, because they do beautiful hair. I'm not going to knock the Dominicans and the Egyptians. They do beautiful hair, but they just use too much stress when they're using that round brush, and they use too much heat when they're using those Marcel irons to curl with. That's why I like curling with flat irons, because you're able to have continuous control of heat. You don't have to stop and blow because it's too hot. And then if you allow the Marcel iron to sit out too long, it's too cool and you cannot create the curl. But if you use a nice flat iron, preferably I like my hair arts, because they're like in between 2 inches. They're bigger than 1 inch, but they're in between. It's like 1 3/8, and it always gives me a beautiful voluminous curl. And the curl falls depending on where I place the flat iron when I go in and start to create the curl. Now I could have made these curls a little more tighter, but she's not one of those women that likes tight curls like that, and she really wanted the wrap look. And like I expressed to her, when you wrap it in a circle because it was for her, I believe she had a funeral to go to, and the funeral was the following day, and she really just wanted that wrap look, but with a little bouncing body. And this is guaranteed. Look at that. I mean, the curls and her hair is just absolutely beautiful. I have to show you how it looked in real time, lack of slow motion. And this is how it looks in real time with lack of slow motion. The hair is bouncy. Not because we were in slow motion it was bouncy. The hair is bouncy. Like I said, I love the Dominican blowouts. I love the Egyptian blowouts. And I can create that look. I can teach people how to create this look. And I can create this look with minimal heat. As long as you do the steps that I say. That is shampoo, a great steam hydration treatment. I love beautiful hair. I just love it. I love beautiful hair. A great steam hydration treatment, a excellent silk press. And the secret of the silk press is the sub parting when you're straightening with your flat irons. You do not need oven curls. You do not need oven flat irons.